What's up, everybody? I'm Allison Johnson, and you watching Pulling the Black Card. And I finally saw the movie, the documentary by Ronald Dalton Jr., and it was incredible. Um, Hebrews to Negroes, Black America, wake up. Um, I I'm not being a drama queen, and I'm not exaggerating, but I really believe this movie changed my life. And it changed my life. It didn't make me angry like the movie I'm going to mention, but it changed my life and the way Roots changed my life. Because until I had seen Roots, when I saw Roots, I was in the fifth grade. And I had known about slavery. My aunt was, and like I said, I was in a pro-black house. So I knew, you know, black people from Africa, I knew the basics. That I didn't know about all these other places that um, held slaves and captured slaves and all of that. But I knew about my family situation. And so but that's the basis of it. I didn't, when you see something, you know, when you actually see it and it's acted out, this was acted out. Alex Haley's story, his book on, when he did researched his life, his ancestors. And I went back to school, and I hated every white teacher I had. I went to school in the South Bronx. It was like one or two white kids in the whole school. When I would walk past them, I hated them. But this movie didn't make me hate. And this what why when they're calling Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic, and this is hate speech. It's bullshit. This is not hate speech. This is like when you see it, and I implore you to see this movie, this documentary, really, because I think everyone should see it, but especially Asiatic people, if you call yourself that, black people of Americans of African descent, whatever you call yourself, if you look like me or you consider yourself a black person or a person of color, you need. I really think you should really see this movie. It opens. It opens. When the first thing you see is, it says, the biggest secret of all time. That's what it says. And after watching it, it is. It is. It. This. They. They were hiding something, and I am so glad. There are people, because they have the Israelites, black Israelites. There's people who know, but I mean, this went in depth. You know, there's people that just think, oh well, it's only the African tribes. This really digs in to find out who are the lost children of Israel. It's incredible, and and it answers a lot of questions about the whites who, are these European Jews, and who practice Judaism. Ah, that word always tongue ties me. Yeah, but they don't look like us, and they're calling them. They want to have all rights to this. They are angry. They're not angry that this is an anti-Semitic movie. They are not. They are angry that black people, are going to find out, those who did not know. And I'm telling you, I truly believe, even if you know, because I know there are black Jews, and I knew about the Jews in Ethiopia, and but I didn't know all of this. The things I found out about the Native Americans, and when I heard certain people saying certain things, and I was like, are they crazy? Come find out that a lot of this is true. And it's just, it's not only informative, it's absolutely beautiful and stunning to see. It's a aesthetically, it's just a beautiful movie. And it's 3 hours and 28 minutes of jaw-dropping information. And they really delve into who are the real children of Israel, and where are they today. And it shows how, due to many circumstances of some people, they were scattered all around. And I just love this movie so much. And I want to give a big shout out to Ronald Dalton Jr. If I had one of them clapping, no, I wouldn't have one of those clapping machines on my show, but he definitely deserves a standing ovation. And we're going to get into all the things they want Kyrie Irving to do, because they're trying to compare this to a, I know that Kyrie Irving is being drugged right now for doing absolutely nothing. And I'm so glad that the basketball associate, the people who like have to support him, like I forgot what they're called. It's almost like they're like lawyers for them, or like their spokespersons, people who watch more basketball. I used to watch basketball all the time. I used to play it, but I don't watch it. I'm just too damn busy. But yes, they're gonna appeal whatever these Nets have up their sleeve, So I'm so happy that he has people in his corner that they're going to fight, because he did absolutely nothing wrong. And he posted a link that didn't even say anything. Like, it didn't even say, yeah, go watch this movie, and this crap about this movie is hate speech and anti-Semitic. I tell you, I know the point that they're trying to raise, and I know exactly what part in this documentary. It's early on in the documentary when they show it's all in text and someone is narrating this portion, and it is not written by the author of this series of books, Hebrews to Negro, or the documentary, Ronald Dalton Jr. It has nothing to do with. He put it in the movie, and it comes from an interview by an Ashkenazi. I guess that's a sect of Jew. Or Hebrew. His name is Harold Wallace Rosenthal, and he's a Caucasian Jewish man. And the interview took place in 1976, and the person who was interviewing him was Charles A. Wiseman, and it was published in June 1992. And where Rosenthal goes on to list what he believes are falsehoods. And so Ronald Dalton Jr. puts this in the documentary as well. Why should that not be in the documentary? If I had no problem with it, and Kyrie Irving said, I too know who I am now. I know who I am, and I'm so glad I watched this movie, because from the get-go, I knew that this wasn't anti-Semitic. And after I saw it, I was like, they are really going to try to turn this into a thing. They just don't want you to see the movie. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, because Amazon is going to create a new disclaimer for this series of books. Eli, chill out. My dog's walking around growling again. series of books and this documentary. And then the next thing they're gonna, I know, because I'm sorry, but the European Jewish community, and this is not hate speech, that in my opinion, and sometimes if they're right, it works. They don't let go. They're not going to let go of this. Now, if they're right, that's one thing. But in this case, they're not. They want to hide the facts. So I'm telling you, I implore you to please, if you cannot buy this, I paid $49.99 to have it and be able to download it from Amazon. And if you can't buy it, please, if you can rent it, I think it's $11.99 to rent. And you can watch it. It is 3 hours and 28 minutes. If you want to show it to your children, I would suggest you do it in increments, not all at one time, or they will be bugging out, because you know how kids can. I was a teacher for 20 years. They can't sit still. They can't. They're like roaches in a bottle. They just can't keep still. So let's get into this. Let's unpack this. They have come up with a list. Okay? They always got a list for us. And if you speak the truth and you're letting something out and they feel like they own you, like they feel like they own Kyrie, I don't know why. Well, I know why. So, oh, I'm sorry. I did it again. The Brooklyn Nets have come up with a damn list. Yeah, they come up with a list for this man to, because they didn't like the 500,000. They didn't give the money back. Okay, the ADL who helped to comprise this list, they didn't give back. You know, you would think if if he didn't apologize in a manner in which they liked, they would give back the money, right? They kept the money. They got 500,000 more from the Nets. And so now they want more from Kyrie. This is a damn shakedown. So let's share this screen so we can see what they want this black man to do, because it's never going to be enough. And unless he's bowing down, really, I'm like, man, he's going to have to bow, he's going to have to kiss some, that's what they want Kyrie to do. And I don't make Kyrie money. So it's hard for me to sit up and say what Kyrie should do. If you want to really be real about it. But, I always say to myself, because I know people try to make Colin Kaepernick, compare him to Muhammad Ali. And, kudos for what he did, but he was no Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali gave up millions, okay? Gave up millions in the prime of his life. And I understand that it's a lot of money in Kyrie. I guess he's, it's hard for, who wants to give that up? But I think he's going to have to give that up. I hope you all can see the screen, but I'm going to read to you what they want from Kyrie. They want him to, number one, let's unpack this. On October 27, Kyrie Irving posted a link to a film containing anti-Semitic material, which I do not believe that is true. I'm just putting my 2 cents in there. I saw the movie on the social media on November 3rd. Okay, the Brooklyn Nets suspended him for at least 5 games, right? The guard had refused to unequivocally apologize for the now deleted posts in the days leading up, right? So now the Nets have reportedly given Kyrie a checklist. See how they do us? A checklist of things he has to do to return to the court, all of which go beyond Irving's apology and that he posted to Instagram soon after being suspended. Okay, here we go. Number one, issue an apology for posting a link to the movie on October 27. Condemn the harmful and false content and make clear that he does not have anti-Jewish beliefs. Listen, I got to look at y'all for a minute, because this is an insult to us. They don't give a damn about us. Like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us. Listen, that is like saying, because they're talking about blacks, African tribes, and who were around before these Jews that I was accustomed to seeing in Brooklyn and in different places in New York. It's facts. It's history. So they want him to denounce that, just say all of that, just say that's a lie. So he's supposed to lie and say that's a lie. That's what he's supposed to do, y'all. And it's like saying that we are not. Now they're going to tell us that we're not when it's proof. It's proven. I mean, it's so beautifully broken down. They even go into the language and how some of these African tongues, the different languages, African languages there are, and there are many, have Hebrew in it, still till today. So if he says that, so then he has to denounce who he is and where his some of our people come from. And that still the Ethiopians, there's still African Jews all throughout Africa and the world, and not even just, man. They even talk about the Native American. It's incredible. So if he says that, then he has to denounce the truth. That's what they're telling him. Tell a lie to tell a lie. Damn, white people. You know, people say, Allison, you always talking about white people, but the shit they do make them very troublesome and worrisome to a sister. Okay, they always got some shit, man. Yeah. I'm going to share this. You probably won't be able to see it, and I cannot read it without. Let me see what I can do. Maybe you are looking at me. I don't know, but I'm going to continue on. Number 2, complete an anti-hate causes. Complete the anti-hate causes that. This is how it's written. I'm not reading all screwed up. Complete an anti-hate causes that Irving, the Nets, and the Anti-Defamation League agreed upon in their joint release on November 2nd, including a $500,000 donation towards the causes and the organization that work to eradicate hate and intolerance in communities. I don't know what other communities that, it's mostly, anyway. Number 3, complete sensitivity training created by the Nets. This man shared a damn link. Get a life to a movie that speaks of truth. Number 4, complete an anti-Semitic, anti-hate training designed by the Nets. By the Nets? How the Nets gonna design it? Oh, I guess the Anti-Defamation League gonna help them with that. Number 5, meet with representatives. It don't never end. I guess when they gonna get to lick some boots, say yes, a muscle, okay. I'll do it. Meet with the representatives from the Anti-Defamation League, as well as the Jewish community leaders in Brooklyn. How did I know? Brooklyn. I worked there on Howard Avenue. Okay. In Brooklyn. Okay. And I don't even want to begin to get, because they'll say I'm giving hate speech. That's why this needs to be out here. So this bullshit, they could stop saying that if you say anything that is the truth, you hating them. What the fuck? That's some bullshit. Number 6, Okay, the last one, but it ain't never gonna be the last one for you, Kyrie. Okay, you may have to do a Muhammad Ali on these motherfuckers. You may have to go that route, but I know you have a family. But I know you have millions, and you in your prime. You don't want to do that. Why should he have to do that? Number 6, after completing 1 to 5, these motherfuckers meet with the owner, Joe Tsai. I don't even care if I mispronounce his name. He got some hateful hate speech tweets of his damn self. This motherfucker who owned the team and lead franchise officials and demonstrate the lessons learned. They gonna run. Look what they doing to this man. Yo, I swear, man. I'm so glad. I wish I could find. Hold on. Demonstrate the lessons learned and the gravity of the harm caused in the situation. And the situation is understood, and provide assurances that this type of behavior will not be repeated. This man did nothing wrong. I can't wait till you see the movies. Please, y'all, I beg of you. I plead with you. I really do. I really do. I really do. Please, please, please get this movie. Look at this documentary. And if you, okay, yeah, you know, if you're a person of color, you're a black person, they want this man to really do a minstrel show for them. Because they just did not like the way he apologized, but they took the dough. They took the dough, y'all. Okay? And then, let me see, is this what I was looking for? This is just so fucked up. I'm so sorry, but this is just, they just want more and more apologies. Well, luckily, I can't find it. The athlete, he has a spokesperson. He has a person. The NBA, each player, I wish I could find it. This is right now when I could use. I wish I was still watching. Well, right now he has someone to appeal all this with him. I guess the Players Association, right? They have someone to appeal situations like this, and he's using them, and power to you, Kyrie. Use them and make them prove to you that you have espoused espoused anti-Semitic rhetoric. Let them prove that. They won't be able to prove it. Because even what I spoke of, which I know this is the one thing they're going to talk about, the movie has nothing, it is nothing about that. It's just something that they put in the movie to, I guess, to show what an actual Jewish person who practiced the faith, a European Jewish, a white one that don't look like me, has to say. It wasn't out of, and it's not like the whole movie is like, oh, about the Holocaust. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's proving with a whole lot of receipts that the children of the lost tribe of Israel looked a lot like my ass, and a lot like a lot of people, a lot of dark Indians looked like they looked like, and I'm not talking about Native American. They look like them too, and a lot of different ethnic groups. This is messed up. So he has someone to help, and I hope I will be watching what's going on, but I'm begging you right now to see this film and support it. You're going to learn a lot, even if you know a lot. That's the beauty of this. And this is the beauty of of historians being born. We have a new one. I wish I had his picture up here. I need his picture up here. Yeah, will y'all wait for me? I have I think this will show it. This speaks about what the movie is about. Let's give it a quick read through. The book Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up to Black America, touches on subjects too controversial for most authors to reveal to people. This book will expose the truths that have been hidden by the powers that be in America. Since the European and the Arab slave traders stepped foot into Africa, blacks have been told lies about their heritage. This was all by Satan's design, for he is the father of lies. There is an old stereotypical expression that says, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. Well, this is the book that all black people must read. Since biblical times, there has been a satanic agenda to destroy God's chosen people. This agenda still exists today and is carried on by man in many forms. Satan knows who God's chosen people are. But for centuries, we have been blind to this knowledge, even though it's been right in front of our face. After many years of research, the time has finally come for all black people to know the truth. Inside Hebrews to Negroes, you will find the answers to all the burning questions you have wanted to ask your parents, teachers, and pastors for years. It has been said that the mind has a strong drive to correct itself over a period of time. If it can touch some substantial original historic base about itself, this time and period is ending and the truth is being exposed. Man, is this the sign of the end of times? The Bible says in the last days that knowledge will increase. It also says in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Prophecy, and your young men shall see visions. Your old men shall dream dreams. Knowledge is the truth, and the Satan's time is running out. Don't be left behind. Find out what's really going on behind the scenes as it relates to Black America then and now. Afterwards, you be the judge as to who God's chosen people really are and who Satan's army is really after. At the end of reading the book, I guarantee you won't regret it. I guarantee you won't either. Yes. So I read that to say that this book is so important. This movie, this documentary is a must-see. And get it before they try to censor it. Try to take it down. Listen, I'm running over time. I'm so sorry. But this means everything. I love y'all. I can't say it enough. Yeah. This changed my life, and I hope it can do the same for you in a positive way. It empowered me. I feel good. I feel let's support Kyrie Irving. I mean, someone left a comment saying, "What did Kyrie Irving?" I don't know why. I must be thinking Allen Iverson. What did Kyrie Irving ever do for Black people? I say he pointed us to the right direction. You know, I'm not saying you have to become Hebrew or, become a Jewish, become Jewish, and practice that religion. I'm not saying that at all. This movie is bigger than that. This documentary is bigger than that. So I love y'all. I'm going to go And I'll see you. I'll see you on Friday. I'm gonna have to pre-tape something. I have a show, and maybe I'll put some of that up here. I don't know. Probably not. Probably be on my Instagram. But thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you for the people who leave comments, both not agreeing and agreeing. It matters to me. Thank you for those who tell me something I didn't know. I love you all. Go out and love somebody. It's for free. Look, my dog didn't run around. We did good. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. I love you. Hit the like button if you want to. All right, later. Mwah. Thank you, Kyrie Irving. And thank you, Ronald. I keep messing up your name, Dalton Jr. Thank you so much. I think I got it right that time. Thank you. And thank you for watching. I love y'all. Peace. One. I'm out. Let's end.